Zeina, thank you for agreeing to be recorded.
Hello, it's my pleasure.
Can you tell us a little bit about your role in the school, what you teach?
I am an Arabic teacher at the International School of Beirut. I teach, Arabic is the mother tongue here in Lebanon, but because we are in an international school, we cater for Arabic, French, and English. So I teach Arabic.
Okay, and what is your mother tongue?
Arabic.
And do you speak other languages? Of course, you're speaking English.
We live in a country where most of us speak 3 languages: Arabic, French, and English.
Okay. Do you consider Arabic being taught at IC as being? Do you consider IC to be a bilingual school?
I consider it being a trilingual school.
Mm-hmm.
We have French, English, and Arabic. And the Arabic has a very high standard. We give 2 periods of Arabic every day, so like the addition of 10 hours per week. And it's the only school in Lebanon who gives 10 Arabic. Usually it's 5 or 6. We are the only one who provide 10 hours of Arabic per week.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and you teach, there are 2 strands in IC. There's the French language strand, where French is the main language, and there's the English. So
I teach on the 2 sides. I teach the French section and the English section.
And what level?
Grade 2, elementary.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about what you use to teach? What are the resources you use? What are the...
We are a PYP school, and the Arabic is integrated in the system. And it's highly integrated. It's not. We teach the 6 planners, the 6 transdisciplinary themes, and we go in depth in all the lines of inquiry. Our resources are from everywhere. Whatever serves our planner is. We use it. It might be a book, it might be a magazine, it might be a song, it might be a poem, it might be anything.
And in terms of planning, are you involved in the planning of the units?
Yes, since Arabic is integrated in the program at a high level, we plan together.
Mm-hmm.
We have level planning, and we have Arabic teachers planning.
Mm-hmm.
We plan as Arabic teachers once per week, and we meet every other week as a level. Arabic, French, and English teachers to plan.
Okay, for a school that's just starting to try to integrate the additional language, what were the challenges that you faced at the beginning? When you were 10 years ago, say, when you were an English language teacher, teaching Arabic language, and then the school decided to adopt the PYP. What were the challenges that you faced at the beginning?
Anything new that you introduce is difficult. Any change that happens in the life of any human being is difficult. Change is difficult. But when you see it as a process, and when you see it that you don't have to finish everything like in 1 year, or you have 2 months to understand what's happening, or you will feel more at ease. So maybe it's our 10th or 11th year at ICU that we are following this program. And now I feel that I cannot teach in another way.
Mm-hmm.
But at the beginning, of course, we had many challenges. It was difficult for us to leave the book. The book guides us usually. And we feel safe to follow a book, and we know if we finish this book, we finish the program. So it was, we felt a little bit afraid to leave the book at the beginning, to find resources. But the last few years, especially in Arabic, all the printing shops, all the
there has been a bit of a renaissance in the children's book literature.
You can see it clearly whenever you go to a book fair or any library or anything.
Yes, that's very true. That's very true. But in terms of a teacher teaching your students, how did you begin to change your teaching from teaching just the language?
The concept of PYP. You are teaching Arabic, you're teaching Arabic. You're teaching French or English, it's the same. Teaching a language is teaching a language. But it's the how that changed. It's not the what are you teaching? You're teaching reading, you're teaching writing, you're teaching spelling, you're teaching poems. But it's the how, the approach that had changed. This is what I felt. And once you understand this, you will feel more at ease. But anyone will pass through a tension phase when you are changing from a way of teaching to another.
What about differentiation? Do you feel that it's possible for you to differentiate in your classroom?
We have automatic differentiation because we have special Arabic students in class. This is number one. We have
What does that mean, special Arabic students in class?
People who are non-speakers, students who are non-speakers, but we have like different levels. Some of them go out of the classroom and we cater for special Arabic in the school, and we have some students who are following the special Arabic program in the class, and we have different levels of this. Some of them are following the same program like the class, others have to be a little bit less. So since we have special Arabic students in class, automatically you have different levels. Then you have the students who are like exceeding. You cannot leave them so that they will not get bored. But the big bulk in the classroom is working together. We have the ones who are exceeding. I can find for them different levels to work without getting them feel bored or punished. And the ones who are following the special Arabic program can work. I cater for this.
What about in terms of assessment? How do you assess your students? Do you only assess language skills when you are assessing them? Like, are they able to write a sentence in Arabic with the correct conventions?
We do assess language skills, of course, because we don't have to. We cannot forget. Language is a tool, and if you don't teach it the proper way, you cannot do anything. So we assess the skills needed from the language, and we assess if the big concepts of the PYP are well established in their.
Okay. Can you give me an example of how you would teach the concepts, or how you would teach the concepts, or how you would try to incorporate it within the teaching? Can at the top of your head, can you think of a way that way you have been able to connect with, to make a connection with a concept that you're...
Whatever we are studying is transdisciplinary. We are connecting to our daily life. And whenever we see that there is a gap and that we don't have this in a central idea, we are trying to change it. The thing is that you have to see the end action. You have to have the end assessment in mind while you are planning. If the picture is clear, because if the picture is clear and you know till where you should arrive with this age level and what do you want them to achieve, the planning will be much easier. So you have to work backwards.
Often teachers voice a challenge for them is that sometimes they feel that they're not able to go into inquiry or into connecting with the concepts, is because or work on a conceptual level because they feel their students are weak in that language.
It's not about weakness, it's that we have to change. Usually the teachers, they are the ones who give the information. Once you let the floor open for the children to dig for their information, to guide them without restraining them, to put them in the right way without holding their hands, automatically inquiry will happen. So sometimes you have to stand and give a lesson, but it happens and it's not wrong. But you will see, the more you will teach the same planner, the more you will be at ease, and the more you will be at ease letting them go. Yani let them inquire, let them see, let them search. You will have more materials for them. You will know where they will arrive. So that's why I'm saying.
So even if you have a student that maybe can't read very well in grade 2, that won't hinder them being able to actually inquire into the unit.
Matter. They can inquire in something else. Like if you're searching for any information, some people will search in easier books than others. Some will be on the internet. Some will be in magazines. So,
do you feel that the school supports you in
yes,
your role?
Yes, of course.
In what way?
Because they know what they want. This is number one. And when they know what they want and the picture is clear, so you are free to do whatever you feel it's right to arrive to that point. Yani time is flexible. The material is flexible. If I have like a reading book that I'm using this year and I find another one that is better, I can ask for it and they will provide it. Any material that I need can be provided.
And there are no national requirements in terms of standards or from the country that you have to.
No, of course we have. We know it's in our mind. We know what is the program of grade 2.
Right.
But this doesn't mean that. And I know how the children are coming from grade 1, and I know what's expected for grade 3.
But what about national
But,
standards, not school standards? Like, does the government?
This school is registered in the government, so there are some requirements that we fulfill, so that if any child will change school or will go anywhere else, I know that this child has fulfilled the requirements of grade 2, but maybe not in the classical way that.
Have you had a chance to look at the scope and the language scope and sequence, and to see how it?
Yes, we are working on it, and we are renewing it. We are redefining it.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.